FERN, I give you full license. What's up, guys? I'm Pencil here, and here to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 137 of Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, which is known as Repel. And I'm intrigued. Obviously, are they really going to catch a body? Because I think they could. It really depends. Because, we haven't even gotten to the main part of the arc yet, y'all. Saturday's not even, well, she's in transit, but she's not here yet. This is a side quest. Of course, we got our glorious, amazing, legendary, juicy, scrumbly, yumptious Priest King sign back. But, other than that, I don't know. Are we catching a body this soon? Who going? Because none of our main cast is gonna go, right? They're fine. But, of the enemy. Because technically, that's not necessarily war starting, but it could lead to, the rest of the Shadow Warriors kind of run their pockets. I don't know, but the chapter title has FERN, the chapter page has FERN on it. FERN was feeling a little bit jumpy. She's feeling a little bit froggy. She about to leave, so I'm excited. Let's not waste any more time, and let's hop right into it. Editing me, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do open to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, I need FERN to put a switch on it. She needs to put a switch on it. And you may be like, well, pencil, isn't the whole thing is that FERN already has a switch on it? Yes, but she needs a better switch. She needs an alpha. It needs to be more rapid fire, gosh darn it. Because her spells are fast and simple, yet dangerous. But I need to be quicker. I need a speed of light statement. In this instant, FERN fired 1,000 blasts in 0.2 seconds. Give me something like that. FERN, because I think this is the first time we've seen her even remotely bloodlusted. In this 130 plus chapter manga. I think this is the first time she's actually been like, Mistress Frieren, please, Mrs. Frieren, let me unload on them. Mrs. Frieren, please. So, I need to see it. And if she's on the cover, I know she's about to cut. So let's not waste any more time. Now let's hop right into it. Okay, they're still hot. But behind the table, though? You can find a better hiding spot? At least another wall? They just blew the whole door open. But let's see. We need to find a way out to get you a clear shot. If you shoot an arc, there's a chance of taking out the roofs of nearby buildings. In the worst case, it could blow through the upper floors of a building. Even if you know the enemy's location, it's necessary to visually confirm if you've got a safe shot. Yeah, because once again, that's the big issue. Because while I do 100% believe that none of our cast is going to go, that's if they're only fighting the Shadow Warriors. Because one is the nun, and she's not engaging in combat. She's physically staying back. The other is the archer, and currently the sword wielder. But, they destroy a building. It's recognized as specifically their magic. A first-class mage's magic. That whole crew that came in, well, not even really came and jumped. There was one guy who came and jumped Land and Ubel. All of them showing up. And they all going for it. That would be the most perfect excuse to execute Frieren. Because they want to do that too. They're focused on Sere, because Sere, obviously, she's the only god tier in the verse right now as far as we know. All around god. Sure, technically, she could hypothetically lose to a skilled enough warrior. That's what they're banking on with Lord Ro, or whatever his alternative name was when he took down the other great sage. But she is the god tier right now. If Frieren's chilling up top, Sere's still a whole tier above, clearly. And I get they're focusing on her, but any excuse, bruh. They're waiting. They're itching and scratching to unload. So, they're definitely going for it. So, Frieren's right here. Ultimately, the best choice is to just, hey, get a clear shot. And very specifically, don't do too much damage, because they will consider that a threat of war. Let's see. Such a pain to fight in the side of city. Didn't I just tell you to stay cool? FERN immediately I just want to slaughter that. But I like that. I admit, I like when my calm, nonchalant characters get bloodlusted. It's just entertaining. Let's see. Is Stark still out? Stark is he's still out. Let's see. Didn't I just tell you to stay cool? Take a deep breath and think calmly. Frieren being the W culture right now. Let's see. Okay, Frieren, what's your idea? For now, you'll have to get up into the air and shoot. That's the only way, at least I think. But what if an arrow comes out the moment she flies? You know the archer's there waiting, because y'all didn't take him out. Y'all did not. He's still there. And sure, maybe you quick fire the shot at him, and it just becomes a question of who hits who first. And maybe, because the thing is, right, once once she starts traveling and firing the beam, I think her beam would have to leave her faster than she's flying up, and I don't think that's the case. Have we seen FERN launch and fly at the same time? I think we have. But I think ultimately that always meshes up her trajectory, and she doesn't know where the Archer is. That's the thing. The Shadow Warriors are good enough at hiding their presence that they don't know where the Archer is. They can only tell where the Nun is, specifically for the fact that they are using the Goddess's magic, which Frieren and likely Sign could sense. I don't know where the other guys are. Let's see. That's the only way, I think. My glorious King Sign. He's like, you got a death wish? Fair. She'll be an easy target for a poisoned arrow. And she is not starved. If she gets hit by that, she is cooked. Let's see. I'm still concerned about accuracy. I guess we'll have to force our way out while I protect us with defensive spells. I feel like they got counters for that. That's the thing. They don't know that. But I think they know. They've realized that this is Shadow Warrior Squad. Like, they know that. So I'm not sure if Frieren, you're quite powerful, but are you sure your defensive spells will hold up? Let's see. It'll be risky. A skilled archer could pierce my defensive spell, which is insane. That's actually insane to me. I don't know why. That's so because this I don't think he reinforced it with anything. That just means the bow and his pull strength and the tension of the line is strong enough to pierce Frieren's defensive spells. And we've seen the insane nonsense her defensive spells from a weaker person can do. Y'all remember one of the 7 Sages of Destruction? The one who taught everybody Soul Track in its translated version? Yeah, remember that? Remember him? Pieces of her defensive spells were able to completely negate the magic that once completely overwhelmed her. You mean to tell me this guy with a random bow and arrow could pierce it? That's crazy. Let's see. Mistress Frieren. What? I won't let you fight unless you've calmed down. Aw, see? What a worried mother. Good. Yesterday, it was around this time, wasn't it? Can you use mana detection to figure out the exact timing? What? I'm intrigued. What? Oh, I see. Interesting. I think that's worth a try. Oh, well, they technically could still arc it. Because I'm assuming she's talking about using the tracing magic, since they've traced the mana back to them. Frieren's mana back to them. Frieren's mana back to them. Then technically they could do a reverse trace on the trace. That is a thing. Like, you can reverse a wiretap, apparently. At least according to like some of the TV shows I watched. Shout outs to Leverage. I haven't actually watched Leverage Redemption, though I need to get around to that, but there's no 5 seasons of Leverage. Peak fiction. Go watch it. I think it's worth a try. Bro's like, if I get back in there, they're gonna cook me. He's like, I cannot run the 1v4 right now. I don't blame him, though. He specifically was like, because remember, the whole reason he was in the bar in the first place, the whole reason this whole scenario happened, because he was like, I'm about to die. Let me go pay off all my debts real quick. So he's ready for it, but he was not ready for it right here, right now. They ain't moving. Is it time for me to cause another ruckus? No, they're about to move. Oh, shoot! So wait, did she go buy... She want to buy herself... What? You still gambled it? For what? Let's see. Straight in the air. They're not bothering with defensive spells. Looks like she chose to put her resources into flying fast. Wolf. Even at that speed, you should be able to drop her. You don't need to tell... Ooh. Oh, that's right. The firework. I didn't even think about it. I thought they were going to use the mana spell. No, specifically the fireworks. And that was like a very... I'll still admit, that was a big gamble. That was a bit... Like, they had no tells or anything. Sure, it's around the same time yesterday, but they don't have clocks. They don't have wristwatches. So, like, they just gambled right. Because if these fireworks were even 2 seconds later, 3 seconds later, it's very likely Wolf would have just shot her out of the sky. That was very convenient. It was risky. Nice. They set fireworks off right on time. She lost herself in the fireworks for the Foundation Day Festival. Not creative. Now I can't aim properly. That's right. That's interesting, though. You would think... Call me crazy. You would think that they would know how to sense magic. You think that'd be like one of the base requirements for a Shadow Warrior. Obviously, they themselves are Shadow Warriors because they don't use magic particularly. The only one who does right now is the Nun, who's using the magic of the gods, which isn't even traditional magic. But you would think the first thing they would learn is know how to sense mana. For scenarios like this. Because if you could just sense where FERN was, you could still... It's like how in Dragon Ball, or really any series with the power system, where as long as you can sense your opponent, your eyes stop mattering as much. And sometimes in certain power systems, it's even used to mislead you, where ultimately your ability to sense things is meant to be used against you to throw off certain attacks. Like in JJK, for example, you can guide your cursed energy a certain way inside your body, and people who rely on their sensing of cursed energy plus their visuals will look at where you're charging a whole bunch of cursed energy, and then you can immediately jab them out and fake them out with another action. But I'm interested. It's interesting that the Shadow Warriors don't have that capacity. But then again, she may legit just be at a mono detection range. Maybe that's it, where ultimately she's just too far away. We'll see. Lorna, get out of there right now. They're like, you are gonna die. We'll see. I've already left. She's like, I am not. But I like that though. They're really about it. They're like, I am not gonna die right now. I'm gone. No arrows coming my way. As we thought, the archer needs to see me. Next, the location of the target. No, it's not working. I was definitely sensing a powerful mana from that spot a moment ago, but now it's gone. The target has probably concealed their mana and is already on the move. That's so, but that's clear. I do like how well the Shadow Warriors are being set up, and notably, these apparently aren't even the strong ones. These are some randoms. Because notably, this seems like the lesser tier of everybody. This isn't Werlos the Vagabond. This isn't Lord Ro, the fake lord who executed one of the great mages. This isn't Guerrilla Warrior. This isn't even the Sword Bearer. No, this is like the B team, and they're still giving our main cast this much trouble already. I like it. Let's see. I must stay calm, focus. I still have time until the fireworks end. It's impressive that she's not getting hit by the fireworks. Like, no one... Well, then again, they may be being fired farther away. Magic is being used everywhere. So many objects are giving off their mana, too. And there's so much noise in this city. But I know what their mana is like. That's right! Fern! Put the switch on it, Fern. Put the switch on it, please! I'm sure the enemy will try to avoid being targeted from the sky. I'm going to find them, no matter what. You know what? Gentlemen and women who like women, and men who like men, get you a partner like Fern. For no matter what, they stand on business. Like, dog, what? She said, they hurt my man. And they ain't even a thing yet. That's one of the biggest running gags. I know Sign, once they actually catch up, he's going to be so mad. He's like, how long have I left you? 2? Alone? I've been gone for nearly 100 chapters and y'all still ain't got together. Like, I know he gonna be mad. But like, she don't play about her man. Get somebody like that. She's hunting on business. We'll see. Ooh. How do they find me? They traced me with this. Yeah. They got that reverse. They reversed the trace, bro. That's crazy. Uh-oh. Threw the magic away. That actually may be bad, though. Since you threw the magic away and it's in motion, she's probably just... it'd be risky. If I were Fern, I'd lock on the Frieren's mana that's still in those coins and then just... Okay. She's likely in that direction. Seems like an open street. Boom! It just launch off. Let's see. They must have a priest, too. A quite skilled one at that. The best. The GOAT. After Hader himself. Let's see. Laura, keep running full speed until the fireworks end. That's all you need to do for us to win. We'll see. I'm not built like you muscleheads. Really? See, okay, I mean, I guess specialization is still a necessity, right? Specialization is definitely still a necessity. Obviously Shadow Warriors can spec into different things. But like, that's actually, you would think that once again, it'd be a bare minimum kind of thing. Like, does that mean you are simply not effective for a mission? I mean, of course there is offensive magic in the goddess. We've seen that with Sign all the way back when he was fighting that weird mirror plan. But that's really all you got? Like, you can't even go for a dash? You can't even go for a little bit of a run? As a Shadow Warrior? How are you meant to fight mages? You can hunt them down, I guess, but like, how are you meant to fight mages? Are you just never meant to get on the front line? Like, that's kind of boomy if I'm being real with you. Then ask Shriek to carry you. She was throwing up in the back alley. Darn. So I wonder if she did that to like get out of work, or if she genuinely did knock back that much. Unbelievable. Such an alcoholic. We're in the middle of a fight. Well, to be fair. Gazelle. I keep forgetting their names. Wolf, Gazelle, Lone. Shrit is a name, I guess. Such an alcoholic. We're in the middle of a fight. Gazelle, come back for now. I need you to carry. Really? You can't run for like how long did the fireworks gonna last? 10 minutes? You can't like. I mean, I get it. I can't run extensively. I can't run top speed. Maybe that's it. Maybe I can't do a full 10 minutes. I probably can't even do a full minute, right? Or however. Like I think my fastest time in the 400-meter was like barely sub 1 minute. So like I get that. But like you can't jog. I think it'd be a struggle, but I think I could. Then again, she's in a full nun's habit. Let me not talk too much back. She is in a full nun's habit. If you were to put me in like heavy jogging pants, up to like a hood, and then like a hoodie, like I probably wouldn't be able to do it for that long either. That's crazy. Straight said, come back and pick your girl up. There's nothing I'd rather do than run away right now. Me too, Wolf. Me too. I'm sorry, but no can do. Ooh! Let's see. So he just fired the fire, I guess. If we stop the divisionary attacks, Frieren's in the clear. I love how, you know what, that's the great thing. That's the great thing about having Frieren around. Just her existence will throw off any sort of enemy. Once they know, honestly, it is a better thing to let them know that she's there. Because then just the lore implications. Like imagine you hear the greatest war hero ever is around against you and still in their prime, if not stronger than they were in their prime. Because Frieren's not aged. She's aged, but she's not aged. She's just as, if not, no, we know for a fact she's much more powerful. With the context of the flashback arc, Frieren has transcended her quest self many times over in terms of overall ability. From flight to actual magical application to the power of her magic, like everyone else in the hero's party. And we don't know, I forget exactly how far along they were in their journey at the point where Frieren was swapped back in time, but like it had been a minute. It had been a minute and a half into their journey to the point where they knew Frieren well enough to know that she wasn't acting appropriately. But even if they were halfway through their quest, it's highly unlikely that Frieren got that much more powerful during the quest. So that's insane. Frieren just getting that much more powerful and dangerous. She's genuinely a decent ward just by existing. Are you okay, Stark? He's like, Frieren, you hold that. I can't feel my legs, or my arms, or my chest. Fern's in danger. Fern's in danger! Of course he isn't. He was in no shape to move to begin with. He pushed himself way too far. Not my glorious king. Well, I'm indifferent to Stark, so I won't call him my glorious king. My glorious king sign? I heard him all the time. But Stark, I mean, he cool. Stark has earned it. He's a glorious king. Let's see. I'm sorry. You can rest now. She's like, go ahead. Go to sleep. If I make a wrong move, Stark and Sign are dead. And if I can't, and I still can't make out the enemy warrior's location. Because that man just keeps moving. He's like, I'm not. But honestly, that is real bad. If Stark really cannot engage, I mean, it'd be a lot. But imagine the lore, though. Imagine the height. Like, Giraffe just runs in and is like, oh, your guard's down and your warrior's still down? It just pops Frieren in the back of the head. I mean, you're good. You could, yeah, like, you promoted. Well, obviously not. Like, Lord Bro is still out here doing that dirty work after taking down one of the 3 great mages. Like, clearly, you weren't free. Let's see. Frankly, the odds are against us. If I could at least spot them with mana detection. Their priest must be thinking the same thing. Now that FERN is blended in with all the disorderly mana, it'll be hard to figure out where she is with mana detection. But it's crazy. Because, like, I don't think FERN's suppressing herself. But that is actually a pretty bad downside of the Empire now I think about it. Since the whole environment is so deeply steeped in mana, you kind of can't tell anything. It's sort of, well, like with fireworks. Or any sort of bright lights. Even if you don't have astigmatism or, like, the lights stretch, just in general, if you're in, like, if it's dark outside, but there are a bunch of different bright lights. Like if you've ever been in the city, in whatever large-scale city at night and there are lights everywhere, it can be a little bit rough. And essentially just think of the same thing with mana detection. There's so many different types of mana around. And mana detection in this universe has limited range, just like our sight does. So having to look for somebody would be crazy. Especially considering the fireworks are also likely mana-based. And of decent power considering the scale of them. So it's a rough task. Even so, someone with enough skill could find her. Ah, there you are. Found you. Can they communicate to each other about a point in the sky? Probably. Now what? I will seal her mana use. A fall from that height will kill her. Whoa! We can do that? I'm adding that to my OC's kit. I'm adding that to my OC's kit. He's getting that. The main selling point of my OC is that he like uses magic on himself rather than others for the most part, and will like infuse it into his weapons. He's a mage warrior essentially, but like stealing mana, yeah, that's one of his abilities now. I'll make it conditional though. Like, and Laurie seems to be able to do it from range. For my OC, he'll have to like get in physical contact with you 10 times. He has to touch you 10 times in order to steal your mana, which wouldn't seem valuable, but against an extended fight against one of the 7 stages of destruction, touching someone 10 times when you can move at the speed of lightning. Who knows? Well, a fall from that height will kill her. The enemy party has been trained well. If they don't have a way to communicate FERN's location, they'll make sure the one who can use mana detection will have to use magic to deal with her. She straight said, got you, gang. Oh, I love it. Let's see. Seizure of holy punishment. Why do you have that? There you are. But she whiffed. But in a magical quick draw, FERN will win. Golly! FERN, the range, the power, the potency. She got a score. Man, she's so goated, dog. She got switch on it. I wonder, but then again, that does genuinely make me wonder. I wish, honestly, we had gotten to see more of Sede versus Mocked. I wish we got to see more of that, dog. Because those two were kind of established to be the peak of their respective species. Like, obviously, Sede is the strongest elf, but like, Mocked was being hyped up as just like the physically strongest and overall toughest of the 7 stages of destruction. Obviously, there's that one warrior guy who like makes weapons, where he's obviously in contention. We don't know. Like, we don't know if he ever died, too. Like, he could still very well be around and just unbothered. We have no idea where he is. But, because we know, think, what's his, Ison. We know Ison didn't kill him in the flashback. And assuming closed time loop theory, he didn't even appear organically on their journey. At least he hasn't been mentioned in the flashback. So, or since the flashback. So he's likely still around. But Mocked for the longest time was uncontested, and Sede for the longest time was uncontested. So I'm kind of sad that her disciples showed up and sealed them away so quickly, because I would have loved to see that fight solely so we could understand how fast Sede can cast her magic. Because that's FERN's biggest selling point so far. Not just the fact that her mana output is really, really strong, really, really powerful, but also the fact that she's just fast. Like, deceivingly fast, to the point where Frieren, a mage who's been studying for over 1,000 years and has the fundamentals down basically to a science, is still slower than her. FERN is able to muster and launch her magic at decent enough output much faster than even Frieren. But presumably, Sede has the best magic output speed, but we don't really get to see much of that. Because the only spell she really uses against Mocked, if I remember correctly, is Meselstellen, the curse reversal spell. That's the only spell she uses against them, which just reflects her own magic back at them, and it's instantaneous, and she can code herself in it. So it feels like we never really get to see it, but I think that's purposeful. We're probably going to see it soon. I hope we don't just offset it and we don't get to see her peak. I hope we don't offset her at all. I really like the character. Let's see. But in a magical quick draw, FERN will win. Hey, won't that draw a lot of attention? Well, it only lasted a moment. With the fireworks going on, most would think it was only a little strange. Only someone with skill would notice the fight. Okay, but that was a gigantic beam of magic. That was like look at the scale. Like, look at the fireworks. Like, this, where the tip of my cursor is FERN. Look at the scale of her magic, dog. What in the world was it? But let's see, someone with skill. Oh no! They're cut. They're cut. One of the magic guards noticed it. FERN, right! Let's see. Aren't those the exact people we should worry about noticing it, though? Yep. So we better get out of here quick. But you still have, well, you don't know his name is Gazelle, but you still have Gazelle running about. You may not want to escape yet. You need to take care of him. Better get out of here quick. The magic guard is like, who got a switch on? Who wants that? I was like, oh, I forgot these two are fine now. Why do you have cat ears on? Why do both of you have cat? What are y'all doing? Land, I just mentioned earlier. FERN went big, huh? This would be a good time for us to run. It's true. Weg. Tell New to stand by. I can't deal with another rampage. They literally did they probably just restored that district that they destroyed. And go inspect the damage on the way. Finally, I get a chance for some fresh air. Still, maintaining the public order during the Foundation Day festival, working as a bodyguards for the nobility, and the boring paperwork. All that isn't what we should be doing. What on earth is Captain Frazé's thinking? Enjoy the boredom while you can. I've known her for a long time, and I still don't understand how she thinks. By the time I figure out her intentions, we're in the middle of a monstrous battlefield. Really? Okay, that's actually crazy. It's no good. She's unconscious. Only unconscious? Fern, did you miss? Okay, it looks like this. Okay, it did look like it grazed her leg. It didn't actually look like it hit her. But still, darn, Fern. But again, that was very, very long range. I'm not shocked that she missed. It's likely that Lode dodged slightly. Since she's no longer in command, may as well retreat. Oh, okay. Shields her life to her magic-resistant armor, huh? She'd be dead if that attack had hit her in the face. So Fern, she technically missed, but she didn't. If that cloak wasn't magically enhanced, she would have died. That's my girlfriend. Let's see. Maybe they let her live on purpose. Oh, that's right. Because if they know what her mana feels like, they'll always be able to hunt her down. And hey, why kill a rat when it'll lead you to its nest? Sorry, that's fine. Let's see. It's Derek to explain the whole situation to Sensa. It's Sensa. It's not Sense, but Sensa. And she's like, you do realize they're going to come for your cheeks. Specifically your cheeks. And you stay here. They're going to come for all our cheeks. Let's see. I see. So, you think the group that you took on are shadow warriors? The presence of a priest amongst our enemies is problematic. Considering the advances the Empire's made in magic, I said it like that because of another season I'm reviewing, made in magic. I wouldn't be surprised if they deciphered more of the goddess's magic than most. Of course, naturally. But that fight taught us much about enemy tactics. Thank you. Please tell the others and get some rest. But is this even a safe house? They know she's here. Like, even if she's been suppressing her mom the entire time, they know. They know she's here. And they go want smoke. Like, come on. Let's see. Frieren. I'll help with the mission. Don't worry. Fern is all fired up now. Yeah, she's locked in. But Fern is the first-class mage. I'm just in her party, and I'll follow her wherever she goes. So just order Fern around, and then you'll get Frieren too. That's a wonderful combo right there. Let's see. I'm sorry for dragging you two into this. Like you really mean that. Frieren's like, you appreciate the free labor. I can knock your hustle. Let's see. Senza. You've lost the composure that you had as an examiner. There's no need to be so scared. Because there's no way Sede will die. We keep getting... The La Bamba's under the table, bro. Alfred Hitchcock is smiling in his grave right now. What do you mean? Please don't actually... But then again, who's there to fight her? That's the thing. Unless it's flashback, who's fighting Sede? Who is? Unless there truly is another Demon King running around that we don't know about. And that's another... I keep dropping lore from my LC because I'm still not sure. I'm going back and forth whether or not I want to make a video covering him and his lore and his abilities and stuff like that. But like, another fun fact. My OC is an elf, and that's why he's been around for a while. And it's also the student of Sede. And one of his main missions, considering he travels the world a bunch, is to kill every single Demon King candidate there is. Like, he goes around, and if there's even buzz of a Demon King, or a demon attempting to become a Demon King, he goes and kills them. Like, personally. Himself. That's one of his orders from Sede. In order to get strong. There's so much lore I have for that stupid game. I'm gonna make the video. I'm gonna make the video. That may be one of those videos I just make for fun. I actually did get 2 views, but I don't care. I'm gonna make that video. Let's see. Because there's no way Sede will die. She's just like Mr. Sede. She's not even being arrogant. The great mage Minos. Oh, her name literally was Minos. Minos was defeated by a human warrior 20 years ago. The knowledge that elves are not truly immortal is silently spreading around the world. Yeah. Even Mr. Sede, who must be aware of that terrible thought, only has a vague idea of what that entails. I mean, of course, if you've lived for hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years, you may not even fear death that much. Once again, I would actually love to see a more extensive version of the fight between Minos and Lord Ro. Like, I want to know how that fight went down. Did she genuinely just lose? Or did she, like, give up halfway through? I mean, like, death ain't bad. Just because you could live for 100 years or 1,000 doesn't mean you won't die tomorrow. That's true. You can die right now. I can die right now. But you gotta live life. Let's see. We must protect her, even at the cost of our own lives. That's true. Let's see. Stark is like, Oh, oh, I can taste my tongue. I see. I think I get what's going on. You got dragged into the Continental Magic Association's mission. That means you passed the first class mage exams in Albrist. Yeah, that a B? Yeah, Albrist. I knew Frieren would pass, but I didn't expect FERN to as well. What? Really? I'm impressed. Mistress Frieren failed. She's like, hold on a second. Wait. Respect me. Mistress Frieren failed. How? I told Sensa we'd help her out. She said that you should get some well-deserved rest. FERN, Stark, great job. Thank you to you too, sighed. I got wrapped up in this without even knowing what's going on. I shouldn't expect us to run into each other in the Imperial capital. I've been doing my best to find Gorilla, but it's only thanks to the others that I've gotten this far. There's a demand for priests, you see. Lots of different parties helped me along. I had quite an epic adventure. Exploring dungeons, hunting monsters, finding treasures, flexing muscles. Okay. Look at the gaze, though. But why do you think most adventuring parties are a bunch of middle-aged men? I mean, I had a good time and all, but the Northern Lands are full of veteran adventurers. You were lucky that they were so reliable. Not a single lady among them. I mean, what do you expect? What do you really expect? In the Northern Lands too, where it's like, actually, what did you really expect? He looks so sad. FERN's like, oh man. But I really can't believe we were united like this. Land and Nubel are back. They'll give us a report. Oh, okay, so they made it all the way back. Sorry, it took a while to lose the magic special forces that were on us. No, you did a fantastic job. I expected you to die. Thank you so much. This is the information Liniel gathered. We can finally unmask the enemy. We'll see. So this is the... Oh, wait, said it. So this is the Imperial capital. It's not even a shadow of what it used to be. Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh, Flame and Sede. She gonna die. But why? I mean, plot progression? That'd be crazy. That'd be so great. But plot progression, but do it really good. Oh, Sede, bro. Really? I feel like we haven't gotten enough of the character. Please. Flame built the largest magic-using civilization on the continent. I never thought I'd be paying a visit like this. We continue. This chapter's okay. If you could tell me my freaking geek and throughout the review, this chapter's straight gas. From FERN actually, genuinely, truly, and honestly having a switch on it. Having a switch on it to the ultimate degree. It's straight beaming. Beaming the opposition. Beautiful. The dynamic between the Shadow Warriors is also hilarious, yet poignant. It does raise a couple questions, but does make sense. That's really, really good. Establishing the Shadow Warriors as a proper threat is good. Establishing the magic forces and reminding us how dangerous they are to the point that Land and Nubel still needed a distraction, like FERN launching it off a military-grade switch attack into a crowded area. Fantastic. Seeing the dynamic between the Continental Magic Association members and Frieren's party, that's good. Signed reuniting in the context of his journey, that's good, and why he's so excited to probably be back with his real crew. And obviously, Sede finally making it to the Imperial capital. It's about to go down. But if you're not always doing this video, please do me a favor and leave Burning Empire. Get it? Because Flame is responsible for building the empire. But leave Burning Empire in the comment section down below. And to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon down below where you support me for as low as $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions to the series I am to review, and variations of all my videos, and becoming a $25 Patreon or a $25 member. You can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi stream down below where you drop 5 beans for a short video, so don't need a long video or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Once again, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with a Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, Zara, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Brandon Payne, Glacier XZ, and G Prosper. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 members, A plus A, Ignil Lind, Kevin Encarnacion, Midnight Lord 21, and Sean. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 members, Fine, Austin Wimberly, Uchiha, and Yuki Ally. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 members, AZ Void, J Warrior, and Robbie Uchiha. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 patrons, Overlord Zero, Waki Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give a final, gracious, gargantuan thank you to our $100 That Guy with a Pencil Tier patron, Calvin Elder.